This massacre spurred much debate over Canadian gun laws and feminist movements. The Canadian gun laws were because Mark Lepine used a gun that was not registered, and many people were pressing for laws to make all firearms have to be registered. Feminist movement was as Mark Lepine killed 14 women, all in an act of anti-feminism. Being the first major Canadian school shooting, it changed awareness for more school shootings to come. With the only 2 Canadian school shootings coming in 1975 and killing 2 people each, it wasn't a very large concern for the Canadian population, until now. The Polytechnique massacre gave a lot of attention to school shootings, and it's thought to be part of the reason we have code reds, also known as lockdowns, today. In 1977, 12 years prior to the Polytechnique shooting, Bill C-51 was passed. Bill C-51 made all gun purchasers go through a background check. The problem with this is Mark Lepine had no criminal record, which made him totally liable to own a gun. Only 10 people have died since the Polytechnique shooting in 1989, proving that the awareness for school shootings has gone up and schools are practicing it, and this has a lot to do with police policies as well and how they react to school shootings.
Many of you are probably wondering who the perpetrator was. His name was Mark Lepine, and he was the son of an abusive father and a father who was contemptuous towards a woman. Before the age of 14, Mark's real name was Gamil Rodrigue Lias Garbi, but then changed it due to hatred towards his father.
There was utter pandemonium outside the university building as ambulances carted away the injured. Police have now confirmed 14 students dead, all women. Another dozen people were hurt, caught in a rampage that witnesses called a human hunt, with the gunman yelling, "I want women."
After separating the men from the women, Lepine had planned on killing 19 specific women, but he only managed to kill 14 women, and injured 4 men and 10 women. The police improved the response and were later credited by minimizing casualties at Concordia University in 1992 and Dawson College in 2006.
The massacre at Polytechnique impacted Canada in many ways. It affected the students and staff at the school, socially, physically, and many of them suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder. Also, many of them committed suicide, and in the letters of at least 2 of them, they said that the sadness they felt after the massacre was the reason they killed themselves. 9 years after the event, survivors still reported being affected by the events, but the effects are lessening. The emergency response to the shootings was heavily criticized for the coordination and speed of the police. Many changes were put into place. These consist of now when police arrive on scene, they're not to await for a SWAT team to arrive. They should enter the building and follow the sounds of gunfire to neutralize the shooter as soon as possible. Bill C-68 led to stricter gun control regulations such as training gun owners, ban on long guns, and the registration of all firearms in Canada. Since 1991, the anniversary of the massacre has been designated as the National Day of Remembrance and Action on Violence Against Women. This was made and intended as a call into action against discrimination and violence against women. The ceremony of the 25th anniversary of the event in 2014, the City of Montreal put 14 lights on Mount Royal and shone them upwards towards the sky to remember those who we lost.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You're only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night.